Hello, welcome to the Q&A. I put out the call for questions here, and I'll include the ones I think are the most interesting. Obviously, I can't include every question, but I probably read yours if you commented it prior to the 31st of December Universal Coordinated Time. I'll also include the comment that I saw that included the question, but since many questions have multiple people asking them, I just put the comment I saw the first. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into this. 1. Toresu Noribaku asks, where did the name Terrasteel come from? I made it up one day when I created my channel. The other name I was going to use was Enchanted Spears YT, so I don't really regret choosing this name really. I didn't choose the shortening Terra until around 2020, but Skyblock players would always shorten it to Terra, so I just ended up using it. People often ask me if it's from Botania, the mod, and the answer is no it's not. 2. Average Cow asks, when will you run out of useless facts? I think I will sometime after part 20-ish. It's a big game, but there's gotta be a limit, right? I've done about 800 facts now. Maybe I'll end at like 1,000 or something. 3. Dark Soul BG24 asks, where do you get the useless facts and obscure info? I basically just browse the wiki until I find a spark that I find interesting. I combine it with what I know about the game and then it goes into the video. It's not fully original on my part, but I really can't memorize 800 random bits of trivia, so that's where I get it from. Tussle Monkey asks, top 5 favorite games. I actually don't play that many different games, but among those I have played, first, Terraria, second, Minecraft, third, Stardew Valley, fourth, Bloons TD6, and fifth, Hypixel Skyblock. 5. Prism the Loser asks, what other games would you be willing to make videos on? I have made some Minecraft content since that's the other game I play. I haven't really played that many games, so I don't really know. It helps that the Minecraft and Terraria communities are relatively close, as are some other communities like Stardew Valley. I do wish to diversify my channel eventually and move away from solely Terraria, probably as a mixed Terraria Minecraft channel. Who knows what I'll do, considering the vast majority of my audience is Terrarian. 6. Are you British? No. Do I sound like I am? People have told me that before, but I'm not. 7. Wolfie asks, what made you want to be a Terraria YouTuber? Terrasteel is not my first channel. My now deleted first channel had a larger variety of games, but still mostly Terraria. It was really just the game I was playing at the time. My secondary channel, Teedle, is a Minecraft channel. It really just happened that this channel blew up and that one didn't, probably for good reason. 8. Jesus Augie 55 asks, what is your opinion on the current state of Terraria? If this game were to never receive an update again, I would not hesitate to call it complete. However, nothing is perfect, and the fact that this game is still iterated upon to this day and likely for years to come is part of what makes it great. A few tweaks would of course improve the game, but if they weren't to occur, it'd still be great. Of course, even if people don't like some parts of the game, Terraria is rather easily moddable. Even if it died today, it would have had a long and fulfilling life as a game. 9. Matthew the Terrarian asks, will you, Photon, and Adventure do another playthrough of Terraria? If you don't know Photon, he's a friend of mine who is a decently well-known Terraria animator. If there's any art on my channel with color, it's probably made by him. I'll be referring to him a lot in this Q&A. As for the question, I have by far the most free time of the three, and I'm the only one still active on YouTube. The chance of me getting Photon to do it is much higher than Adventure though. Adventure is a college student after all. It's very unlikely to occur, but I'm open to the idea. 10. Fangpire72 asks, what's been your favorite video you've made this year? Probably not all light pets are created equal. It did quite well and I liked the premise of the video too. 11. Virtually278 asks, what made you create your YouTube channel and do you have any recommendations for any new and upcoming YouTubers? I created my YouTube channel when I was 10. At the time I thought it'd be cool to post stuff I made to the internet and maybe even get paid for it. It got me to learn how to edit videos, which was a great help in school. Making a good video for school is an easy way to impress the teacher, as well as practice my skill. As for new and upcoming YouTubers, it would have to be don't miss opportunities and make videos you actually enjoy making. Perhaps I'm not the best person to give advice, but hear me out. The algorithm has given me 3 luck bursts, and I missed 2 of them. The third luck boost is what I'm on right now, triggered by useless information. So, if the algorithm favors you, you shouldn't miss it. At the same time, you need to make sure you actually make content you enjoy. My first burst was during the release of 1.4, but because I made a lot of this type of content that I didn't really enjoy making, I basically stopped after a few months, so don't do that. You might also notice how I'm slowly moving away from useless information. I'm not going to do that again. I really don't want to be reliant on a single series either. 12. Flame on Noodle asks, who is your least favorite vanilla boss? Personally, I'm not really a fan of Queen's Slime, but maybe I'm just a massive boomer. I don't hate any Terraria bosses though, they all seem fine to me. 13. Owen M asks, how long have you been playing? Which updates do you like the most or least? I've been playing since November 2015, and the first update I played was 1.3.0.8. Even though 1.3 was the last major update, I was 9 when I started playing Terraria. I'm 16 now. Terraria is pretty old. Obviously 1.4 is one of my favorite updates, but discounting that game-changing update, I'd say 1.3.4. The old one's army update is pretty cool. 14. Mr. Mediocre asks, what is your favorite class in Terraria? Mage. Melee and range are the most normal classes in the game, and Summoner has always had that appeal of being the hardest and newest class. Mage, being in the weird position between the three, is my favorite. 15. Adventure32 asks, did you kidnap Photon? No, he uploaded, you see. I'm very much looking forward to Laser Reel 2022, Photon. 16. Potato Dictator asks, will you possibly look into collabing with other YouTubers in the future? Well, that's what I assume you're saying. Maybe. I've never talked to any other Terraria YouTuber as I don't really seek collaborations. Maybe I will join one if I'm invited though. 17. High Protein Corn asks, what the hell does NEPOP mean? It's an inside joke from Photon. Nep is a friend of Photon's and Photon always says NEPOP, so I do too. 18. Jexic asks, will you ever cover Calamity mod content on your channel? This goes for all mods. If I'm familiar with them, like Calamity, then yeah, I might. I've already made 2 useless informations for Calamity mod, but I don't see it as a primary focus as of current. 19. Avalis asks, how many hours do you have on Terraria? I have just over 3,000 hours. I actually have more hours in Minecraft though, since I have over 6,500 hours in Hypixel Skyblock alone. Probably 10,000 hours or more for the entire game. 20. Frolgate asks, what are your favorite weapons in Terraria? My personal favorite weapon is the Daybreak, since I just really like the idea of the Fiery Spear. My next favorites would probably be the Snowman Cannon and the Magical Harp. 21. Doot asks, why'd you choose the PFP you have now? I originally used the Wisp as my light pet since I really just like the look of it. The symbol of this channel was originally the Platinum Crown, but I found that incorporating the Wisp into it was a better symbol than the crown in space. The two merged and now we have the Crown Wisp, which I still use to this day. The reason why I use a Platinum Crown is because I was going to use a Gold Crown like Uramir, but I only had Platinum on my character at the time. Beanman Elmo asks, have you ever touched grass? Yes, though at some points like during break I would do it rather rarely. As my previous self would say, the sleep schedule of a vampire and the grass touching ability of a hikikomori. 23. Flame Guy or something asks, are you Chinese because your pronunciation is clean? Well, I can speak the language, albeit only at conversational fluency. One day I might learn it to true proficiency. 24. ASD DSA asks, do you own a pet? As a child, I did own a hamster. I personally think I'm a bit too irresponsible to own a large pet today, so I just don't have one. 25. Video Gamer Mega asks, why don't you just do regular multiplayer playthroughs or whatever? I did at one point. Some of my viewers might remember the FTW series with Photon or my unlisted single episode playthrough series. I might if I find other people. Once again, I'm not really a social person. It seems fun though, and if you all enjoy it, I'll consider making it. 26. Shroomer asks, ever thought about making one of those 100 Days in Terraria videos? Personally, I don't want to jump on trends that much. I probably won't ever make those type of videos, and if I commentate over a playthrough, it probably won't be in the 100 Days style. 27. The Milked Man asks, how many hours do you use to make a video that has all the complicated mathematical stuff? The math stuff isn't really that complicated. I think the farthest I've gone is around Physics 1, probably because that's the most I've taken. I took it in my first year of high school. They take about the same time to make as my regular videos. My time return in videos is somewhere from 60 to 1 to 100 to 1, so every minute of content you see is roughly 1 hour to 1 hour 40 minutes of effort on my part. This video, since it has way less editing, probably has a much better time return for me. Most of my time is spent editing, but scripting and recording also take some time. Recording is my least favorite step of the process, mostly because I stumble over my words very often. I'm not very good at speaking. I just got a Palladium Pickaxe. What do you mean? Oh. See? I am armed with all Spelunker's Spelunker potions. Not to mention that as a child, I live with my family, obviously. I can't really record if they're awake, which is why part of why I live on the British time zone sometimes. Considering my upload schedule, which is around 2 to 3 times per week, I spend like 10 to 15 hours a week making videos, which is pretty reasonable. 28. Sir Game asks, when do you plan on making a face reveal? I don't think I ever will, since I enjoy my privacy. I've shown videos of my real life environment before, but I've been careful not to dox myself. I'm also respecting Photon's wish for his own privacy, since it's known that we know each other IRL. I'll likely remain this blue wisp thing on the internet for the next few years. 29. Genocidal Shark Cum asks, When are you going to make Terracord, if at all? Making the Terrasteel Discord has been on my mind recently, but administration would be a nightmare. It really feels like a lot of time would be spent on it. I also don't want to associate it strongly with the Photon administration, who are the closest people I know for this kind of stuff. While I enjoyed my time as a member of Photon's server, I don't know the challenges of actually running the server. I've been heavily advised against doing it by Photon. I was actually planning to start Terracord with the Q&A at 50k, but currently the plans are on hold. If things went that way, Terracord would have already existed. And finally, 30. Is Darkrai dead? Asks, pancakes or waffles? Waffles. I don't really like moist things, and I feel like pancakes are moist. Then again, I haven't eaten a pancake or waffle in like 3 years, and the last time was at some dank IHOP or something. Well, that's 30 questions. Thank you for submitting. If you have any other interesting questions, I might answer them in the comments section. Good day and goodbye. Happy New Year, and see you in Useless Information 18.